Income does not equal wealth. Please put it in the comment. Income does not equal wealth. Your income, please note, your income does not equal wealth. If once you understand this, that your income does not equal wealth, you would, and you break free from this. You see, this income equals wealth. That is what is keeping people paycheck to paycheck. Income equals wealth. That is, income doesn't equal wealth. Thank you so much, Dr. CK. Let's keep tapping out the life. Yeah, let's share out the life as well. Your income does not equal wealth, because the reason why a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck, working from age 20 to 65, is because they assume that the more work I do, the more, if only I can get the next promotion, if only I can get to the next band, right? If only I can get the next job. Oh, the latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If only I can get the next gig or get to the next career, right? I will be okay, right? I will be the latest millionaire in town. I'll be solid, right? Lawrence, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. I'll be okay. I'll be fine. But guess what? Have you ever thought of it? When that promotion happens, what happens? It just feels like everything, and then everything becomes flat again. Then you are chasing the next thing, and then it goes again. Then that is what is called the rat race. And that's why people stay there for so many years, 20 to 65. I'm not saying that, I'm not one of those coaches that tells you to leave your job, because it also, your wealth also starts with your income. Wealth starts with your income, but your wealth does not equal income. So it means that there are some things missing, right? It starts with your income. It means that for you to get to wealth, there are about 6 other things that you need to do, right, to be able to get to wealth. Because if income turns to wealth, don't you think that all employees should be in the $1 million list, the millionaire list? As of today, there is 0% employee. So you're 0% employee that is on the $1 million list. 0%. And I say it, go and Google it. 0%. You will see, athletics, athletes. You would see CEO of companies. You will see investors, but you will never see an employee on the list of the wealthy, multimillionaires, billionaires. You can never see employees there. It just tells you something. Your income does not equal wealth. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. What then equals wealth? Remember, journey to financial freedom. Money is just a tool. Money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal. And whenever we talk about wealth, there are 5 types of wealth. Okay? Understand that money does not equal wealth. That's the other thing. While we are tapping out the live, if you are new here, click on that follow button. Other thing that I also want you to know, at least even if you are just passing by, right, and you're crossing over, and you're going to at least know this, your income doesn't be equal to wealth. Number 2 is your wealth does not equal to money. Let's tap out the live. Let's get your daily at me. If you're new here, click on that follow button. You're new here, we'll get the class started. How and where on a journey to millionaire, on a journey to financial freedom, on a journey to end the paycheck to paycheck cycle. So if you're new here, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. This is the this is the $1 million league. So your wealth does not equal to money. Money is just a type of wealth. So know that money is number 1 type of wealth. Your investment, real estate, ETF, businesses, right? That is a form of cash in the bank, your emergency fund. That is money type of wealth. There's another one, which is number 2. There's the peace wealth. You having your health insurance, your emergency. Hey, love, how are you doing? Your peace wealth and love. Yes, you can make your purchase today. After this live, I will be doing the promotions and you will get all of the discounts, right? That will be the least I would ever see in this community, ever. So take advantage of it today. Right? Take advantage of it today. The second part is the peace wealth. What is the peace wealth? Your emergency, you are most welcome. Your peace wealth, your health wealth, your peace wealth simply means your emergency fund in place, being able to sleep at night, your insurance, your living trust, your LLC, all of those kind of things, your Wyoming LLC, all of those levels, Nevada LLC, all those kind of things. Those are estate planning, protection. That is what peace wealth is. Number three is something called your health. Let's talk about the social wealth. Your network is your net worth. Your net worth Your network is your net worth. Let's keep tapping out the live so that we can get a 5,000 taps, and we can tap, or we start with the decision of today, how and where to put your money, because to become financially free, to end the paycheck to paycheck cycle. And if you're new here, click on that follow button. You are new, click on the follow button, tap out the live as well. Let's share out the live. Let's invite our friends over. Tap out the live, share out the live, invite your friends over, guys. Let's do that. If you're sitting there for 2 minutes, tap out the live, share out the live, invite your friends over. I tell you, this is day 30, day 30 of our financial freedom drive. And of course, we have one more day, but we're going to be wrapping it up with this, and you will still be able to get a lot of information. But if you have missed day 1 through 29, all of the challenge, every single step that we had, the goals and all the challenge, you will find it on the page. We have a video every single day. And as a matter of fact, let me show you so that you will, yeah. I'm not sure if you're going to be having another challenge. We had in June, we had the mid-year money reset. That's what we had in June. But in July, we just had 12 days of money reset. That's what we had in July. So, and this is day 11. So, in case you missed out on any of it, you would have one day, one challenge every single day that's going to help you. Give me 1 second. Every single day, there'll be every single month or every day, you have something. The goal is for you to gain financial freedom. Is a step to financial freedom. So if you're new here, click on that follow button. I will be showing up twice a day, twice 1:30 Central Time, and of course 8 p.m. Central Time as well. 8 p.m. I'm in Texas, in United States, so Texas time. That's what we'll be showing up every single day. So welcoming everyone, welcoming my tripod got broken. I just ordered a new one. So welcoming everyone, welcoming. So click on that follow button if you're new here. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a vice president of technology as well. Also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning and information management system. And I'm an economist, a chartered accountant, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. And of course, I have been teaching all through this month from the first, showing up almost at least 90%, 95% of the time, 2 times a day, helping as many people to gain financial freedom. Our ultimate goal is to reduce crime. What do we mean by that? How do we plan to achieve that? When we educate you and of course, or empower you to be financially free through financial education that you gain here, through all this 12 days financial freedom challenge, through what I'm going to be teaching you today. Journey to financial freedom. How? Where do you put your money? How do you go about it? Income is not the same thing as well. When I teach you all of those things, one thing you're going to do is your finances are going to get better. You're going to know exactly where to put your money, that you need to stop saving and start investing in ETF, real estate, and businesses. Once you understand that, what's that's going to happen is the paycheck to paycheck is going to reduce. You're going to put your money in investing, and when you invest your money grows. Okay, you grow your money through that, and of course you also get some cash flow. And what's going to happen? You become financially free. When you're financially free, poverty goes down, right? Poverty and crime, they are brothers and sisters, husband and wives. So whenever there is crime, you should know that neighborhood has poverty. Okay, so, and that's what we're trying to end. So whenever we ask you, tap out the live, share out the live, that is the goal that you're trying to achieve. So click on the follow button if you're new here. And we are talking about your income does not equal to wealth. Neither is your wealth equal to money, because there are 5 types of wealth. There's the money wealth, there's the peace wealth, there's the social wealth. Your network is your net worth. And now there's the 4th type of wealth. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Thank you for tapping out the live. The number 4 is your health wealth. There's something called health is wealth, right? Health is wealth. If your health fails, what else? Health fails, right? Nothing else matters again. Nothing else matters. So you need to also make sure you fix your wealth or your health, right? Because health is wealth. And lastly, and very, very important, this is what a lot of people don't have. It is something called time wealth, right? You can be a medical doctor earning $500,000, earning 600,000, right? But guess what? You are in a morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift, and you are on call. What's going to happen? You lack the money wealth. You lack the time wealth. You might have the money, but you definitely lack time wealth, right? We will lack time wealth. Okay, you lack time wealth, right? That is basically it. So that's the thing. So the thing that we're doing right here is to help out as many people to gain financial freedom, right? Because when you have the time, right, you have control over your time, you are going to be able to build that is financial freedom, right? So money, peace, social health, and time, that's all the type of wealth that you need to build together, right? All of this is what builds wealth for you. Okay, so if you are new here, click on the follow button. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. I'll be teaching you the how and the where. If this is new to you, right? If you knew this before, let me know, right? Or if it's new to you and you'll be following this, each one. Latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And you're wondering why we call everybody a millionaire. So every single person that comes in, we call them a millionaire because, of course, Dr. Lina is a Jesus baby. Okay, I have a big man upstairs, and whenever I say that there's power of life and death in the tongue, so it simply means we're telling him, yeah, this is another candidate of being a millionaire, right? Because he leaned forward, because it's not everybody that will come here and click a follow button. But for you, it shows that you have a form of interest. That's why we always say, wait 2 minutes before you click the follow button. If it looks like what you're looking for, what do you think, BJ? What do you think, right? What was I saying? So the thing about it is that but the second part of it is that yes, you can know all of that. We can tell the spiritual part. But then guess what? God also said there's power, he's going to bless the works of your hands. So if there's nothing in your hand, there's nothing to bless. And he has also given you the brains, and he has given you your hands, right, to do the work. So make sure now, get your pen and paper so that you can get the knowledge that you need, so that whatever we have said, it comes to pass in your life. Okay, whatever we have said. So get your pen and paper. So the things that we do differently is, for you, once you're here, click on the follow button. So let me give you 1 minute. If you are new here, click on that follow button. If you're new here, you haven't clicked on the follow button, click on that follow button. That's number one. Number two is that you tap out the live. Number three is that you share out the live. How do you share? Press my forehead on the screen. You would see your contact and share it with them. Number four is that you get your pen and paper, like I said earlier. Number five, you engage, you communicate. It's a two-way communication. Lastly, get your daily at me. Click on the follow button, get your daily at me. So I'm going to be teaching you something. Who is ready to learn? And if you're new, drop one in the comment section. If you also care to share, drop where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, in United States. All the way, I'm in Texas, in United States. Let me know where you're connecting from. We already have country numbers, 68 countries represented here in 16 days. Isn't that insane? 16 days. Bree, thank you so much for daily admin. Lady Forest, thank you for the repost. Bistra, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Isn't that insane? 68 countries represented in 16 days, right? So drop where you're connecting from. We had India was country number 68. Country number 67 was what? Oman. Oman was country number 67. Then we have Istanbul topic. We have Japan. We have Taiwan. We have Sweden. We have Switzerland. We do have Botswana, Zimbabwe. Okay. We have Zambia as well. Kenya. So drop your country. We have Nigeria. We have Canada. We have South America, Mexico. We have every continent, UAE, Qatar. We have them represented in this country community, welcoming each and every one of us. So if you are new here, click on that follow button and we get the class started. Welcoming everyone. So income does not equal wealth, okay? And of course, your money, peace, time, social, and time wealth. Whenever we are talking about wealth, chase all this five. Don't just chase money. Judgment, latest millionaire in town, welcome in, right? Don't just chase wealth. Don't just chase money wealth. Chase everything, right? Chase your money wealth. See something. How are you? Cash, welcome in. Click on that follow button. Money wealth, peace wealth, health wealth, time wealth, social wealth. If there's anyone that you don't know what it is right there, put it in the comment and I will put you through on that. So now that we have known the 5 types of wealth that we are chasing, right? And of course, understanding your income does not equal wealth. Understanding that. So let me now tell you, right? Because a lot of times you'll be wondering, why did they not teach us this in school? Because I tell you, if everybody, and I'm going to show it to you today, we're going to use the compound interest calculator on the investor.gov. And peace and love, welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new here, click on that follow button. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's remember to get our daily at me. I'm going to show you on investor.gov. When I tell you, if only they taught you this in school. This is just simple compound interest calculator. There's nothing special about it. But if only they taught you this in school, you would understand that you probably are retired by now. This is not get rich quick scheme, by the way. Google who Warren Buffett is so you understand. We're not, this is not about, this is not speculations. We don't do MLM. We don't do all of those things. DJ, latest millionaire in town, welcome in, right? So I'm going to be showing you. So you want to stick around because we'll be doing practicals, okay? And one of the things you have to communicate, okay? 2 ways. So one of the things that I want to show you first is where you put your money can show you, how you manage your money, right? Can actually get you to become financially free or remain paycheck to paycheck. What do I mean? There's something called the wealth triangle. I call it the wealth triangle, okay? Okay? I call it the wealth triangle. And it's a simple few minutes discussion. If you understand this, right, you probably know it. You already have, that's great, that's great. Make sure you click on the subscribe button. That's what this is for as well. So it's a triangle. All right? And I'll show you the difference between, if you're new here, click on that follow button. Let's get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, let's tap out the live. Click on the follow button. You'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Wait 2 minutes. It looks like what you're looking for. Click on that follow button. Welcome in, everyone. So one of the first things that I want to tell you, whatever anybody tells you, remember, this is not about magic. I can call you, multi-millionaire. I can call you a millionaire or whatever. If you do not execute, you're not going to get the result. Thank you so much for the daily at me. If you do not execute, you're not getting the result. So if it is to become a millionaire, everybody would be, okay? So understand that this is group of people that are saying that, okay, we're changing the status quo and it is achievable. Somebody literally crossed $500,000 2 weeks ago. Yes, 2 weeks ago, just because you executed. Now, it starts with something called either your inheritance, aka trust. Most of us don't have this because our parents never left us anything. All right, I fall in that category. Also, is about 95% or 97% of the multi-millionaires fall in they don't have the same thing. So this one, if you have it, that's great. Number 2 is somebody that had won a jackpot or maybe a lottery. A lot of us, we are not that lucky. I am not that lucky. So this is not also an option, right? Except you want that. Now, what is the only other way? Where is the starting point to build wealth? Remember, I said how. What is the starting point to build wealth? It's called something called income, right? Remember earlier I said my day job is vice president of technology. So I tell you, we are serious people here, right? We are not one of those people that do all those. We are serious people. Busy lady, welcome in. It starts with your income. So do not despise your income. Do not despise that income. Yeah, outreach, how are you doing, right? Do not despise that income. If you are new here, click on that follow button. Let's get our daily at me. Let's also share out the live, tap out the live. It starts with your income. So the higher this income, it can do you 2 things. Depending on where you transfer the money to, it would either make you financially free or you're just living paycheck to paycheck. So it means that regardless of how this income is, high or no high, Where you send it, this is one direction, this is another direction. If all the income goes to this direction, regardless of how high this income is, if it goes to this direction, you are going to live paycheck to paycheck. You will just do. And what is this direction? This direction is something called your bills and lifestyle. Okay? I call it something called, which does it take to be a daily admin? What does it take to, oh, daily at me. Okay. I said daily at me. You'll find it right here. It costs you 1 penny. Daily at me. Get your daily at me. All right. So I call it DLL. Everybody put DLL in the comment. Put DLL in the comment, and let's keep tapping out the live. Put DLL in the comment. DLL in the comment. Right? It simply means depreciating lifestyle liabilities. Right? DLL. Put it in the comment. Remember, it's a two-way conversation, guys. You need to, yeah, DLL. Thank you so much. DLL. Twin, how are you? Let's keep tapping out the live. Yeah, DLL. Perfect. Thank you so much. If you have not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live as well. We're not tapping out. We're not sharing out the live. Thank you for doing that. If you're here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Depreciating lifestyle liabilities. That's what that is. If all that you put your money in, regardless of how high this income is, guess what? Regardless, you're going to live paycheck to paycheck and work from a 20 to 65, right? If you're going to work from a 20 to 65. So what should you, but guess what? That's what we were taught in school. Go to school, get a job, enjoy life. That's what we were taught, right? Now, what should you do instead? Your bills is standard. Right? Your bills, your utility, your basic living expenses, city habits, welcome in. Your daily, let's remember to get our daily admin. Let's tap out the live. For all the OGs in the house, please get your daily admin. If you are new here, click on the follow button and let's also all tap out the live. Let's also engage and respond. I love the engagement. Thank you so much for responding when I ask questions. It shows that you're following. Now, this bill, there's some things that are basic. Your rent, your utilities, all those kind of things are basic. Meaning, latest millionaire income. All those things are basic things, right? Now, this lifestyle can actually make this bill go up. So if you are living in a 3-bedroom apartment, it's different from when you are living in a 5,000 square footage home. Your lifestyle it's gone up, so is your bill going up, right? When you drive a Toyota, is different from when you drive an Escalade. When you drive an Escalade, you're going to use a high premium grade, right? Versus when you drive a Toyota, which is low premium grade, gas grade. Okay, that's it. So your lifestyle can determine how the increase in your bills. So you want to keep it as low as possible. What do I mean, Dr. Lina? Put percentages to it. All this speak English. 50% to 60%. I know this might be different from what you've heard. 70%. This is what has worked for me. This has worked for me because guess what? I did what? I delayed the gratification. At the end of the whole thing, you would see that everything, remember, is a triangle. So it's still going to come here. So what then should you do that's going to get you this that you see here? If this is 100%, you're just trading your life to pay bills. That's all you're working to pay bills. That's all you're doing, period. Nothing more. Working to pay bills. And you continue to do that. And God help you. That job stop one day. That's the end. You cannot fund your bills. Yesterday, I had to remove a tenant from one of my properties, right? Or the sheriff had to remove a tenant, right? Out of the property, right? Out of the house yesterday. And I did stream it live as well. I mean, why I'm not happy that happened, mortgage has to be paid. Right? It's a business, okay? So that's why you make sure that you have all the streams of income. You make sure that you have your emergency fund just in case life happens. You can take care of yourself for a couple of months, okay? So now this is what they taught us. Use your income to fund lifestyle. And this is what is making a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. So we end that cycle there. So what you did, what's the right way? So this is wrong. This is totally wrong. If you put 100% of your money in here, then it's totally wrong. What is right? The right way, will be put some of this money in here. Yes, in the DLL. Of course, you are still going to eat. You are still going to live in a house. You still, so 50 to 60%. As a matter of fact, I did 50%. 50% was what I did. And then where did the remaining money go? That's where it becomes beautiful. On this side is what is called wealth. On this side is what is called financial freedom. What is this side? You put it towards something called ACA. Put ACA in the comment. ACA in the comment. Everyone put ACA. If you are new here, click on that follow button. Thank you so much for the repost. If you are new here, put ACA. If you are new here, click on the follow button. Everyone drop ACA in the comment. ACA, thank you so much, Minnie. Everyone, see the habit. ACA, drop it in the comment. All right? Lady 4, thank you so much. All Saint, yes, ACA, right. What is ACA? ACA is like your wealth tool. ACA is your wealth tool and simply means income minus your expense. It's your wealth tool. So what does that now? It means that you're leaving this 50%. So here is going to be 40 to 50%. 40 to 50% is of your income goes to ACA. What is ACA? Appreciating cash flowing assets. Appreciate it means that it's an asset. Remember, this is a liability. Liability removes money from your pocket. Asset puts money in your pocket, right? It puts money in your pocket. Asset is like a seed that you put on the ground that germinates into a tree and brings more fruit. If a seed is one thing, one fruit that you put in the ground is one, but what does it germinate? It germinates multiple, okay? So understand that. It's like you're putting something in the ground, right? So this is that 40 to 50%. The higher this is, the quicker you gain financial freedom. Now, it is also important where you put this 40 to 50%. If you put it in this asset, if you put it here, you see here, it's just going to die and never grow. And I'm going to show it to you. So stick around. I'm going to show it to you. When you save the money in the bank, it sits in the ground and it dies there. Inflation eats it up. It doesn't grow, right? But you want it to be on a fertile ground, and that asset is where you put it. Welcome in, everyone. Click on that follow button. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. At the same time, I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist and also a vice president of technology. So it tells you that income, because you can hear that vice president of technology, that's a different organization, right? Also a professor teaching multiple, right? He tells you that I do not joke with this income, because the higher this income, the more that I have, right? And I keep this one basic, the more that I have to put on my seed, the more seed I have to put in the ground. And guess what? The more seed I put in the ground, the more the more fruits I have that germinates. And guess what? The fruits at some point grow so much that I don't need to work anymore. I don't need to trade my time for money. Right? I don't need to trade. I don't need to get active income anymore. It is passive income, because that seed is not germinated to get fruit. So I'm going to be telling you about this. The time was, I was taking my seed and I was putting it towards in a savings, and that never built me wealth. And so I'm going to show it to you. If you want to know the exact numbers, what that means, I'm going to show it to you shortly. So here is the asset, right? This asset that you have is called appreciating cash flowing asset. So aside the fact that there's asset, it means that, Sarah, how are you doing? Aside the fact that it is an asset that puts money in your pocket. So it's an asset that puts money in your pocket, but it appreciates. Meaning that this asset grows. So whatever it puts money in your pocket, the money also grows. So it's growing. That's number one. Number two is that it cash flows. Appreciating cash flowing asset. Can you write my name on the board? right Appreciating cash flowing asset. So it appreciates and it cash flow. Here it depreciates and it takes money from your hands, right? Depreciating lifestyle liability, a lifestyle that depreciates and it also takes money out of you, which is the liability. So the more money you put here, that is how you build wealth. That is how you end the paycheck to paycheck cycle. That is your journey to financial freedom. All right? That is your journey. So whenever you're thinking, "Ow, what is your financial?" It means, and you might be thinking that I'm still struggling to pay these bills. Everything is really low right now, right? Guess what? Figure out how to increase your income. This might be like getting another certification. 14 years or 15 or 16 years ago, I increased my own income by 30,000, pivoting from corporate finance from one of the top Fortune 100 companies, right? And I pivot to technology in oil and gas, right? And I increased my income by 30,000 just with a certification that costed me $500. With and of course under 5 months I was able to pivot to technology. I never started take another degree in technology until 6 years later when I went for my master's in strategic business and technology or information management system, and then pursued it to doctorate degree, right? So that's what you can get a certification to increase that income. Yours might be, you know what, take a side hustle. You can sell on Titi Shop, you can do rental arbitrage, you can do Toro, you can ride Uber to supplement your income. That's another way. Another way is get free certification on Google Coursera, get free certification on Harvard Business School. There's so many free, right? And if you must go to college because you decide to move from, you're a lawyer, you already got your law degree, that you decided to say, oh, you know what? Because I now have midlife crisis, because that's the only thing I can call it. I want to become a medical doctor. From law to become a medical doctor. Yeah, that's only midlife crisis. Yeah, that's only. So let's say you have to do that, right? That is a very specialized skill set. Okay, so make sure you pursue the option of scholarship. There was Dr. Fatima was here a couple of months back, and she taught us. She's the director of admissions and scholarships in UCLA, California, right? And she said millions of dollars goes unused every single year. Right, millions of dollars that are for scholarship goes on claim on use every single year. As a matter of fact, you can start applying for scholarships for your kids now, for your kids as early as ninth grade. Right, those are the things she taught us. Right, so if you want to learn things like that, join us on a financial family and finance. We only do family and finance special on Sunday at 8 p.m. Family and finance, where we talk about having your kids that authorize users on their credit card, building their credit at the 18, things like that. Every member of the family becoming financially free. All right. But what I'm saying here is that any way to increase this income, in as much is legitimate. The other thing is that you don't allow lifestyle creep to take over. A lot of the times, lifestyle creep takes over. Harrison, and of course, the Law Glory, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you are new here, click on the follow button. We are on a financial freedom drive. This is day 30 of our financial freedom drive. We started on the 1st of July, and Dr. Lina has been showing up twice a day, right? At least for 28 days out of that 29 days. Twice a day, Dr. Lina has been showing up 1:30 and 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm in Texas, in the United States, and I'm the convener of this community, the $1 Million League. Already 68 countries represented in 15 days. So welcome in. If you're new, click on the follow button. As a matter of fact, if you've been here for 2 minutes, it means that there's something that caught your attention. Maybe it's a color, or maybe it's just the vibes. It's just something that caught your attention, and you've been here for 2 minutes. I do it when I go to people's life. I wait for 2 minutes. It looks like what I'm looking for. I click on that follow button. Otherwise, I already scroll. I'll scroll past, because time is money. Remember, we talked about time wealth, right? So if this is what you're looking for, looks like your vibe, click on the follow button. Also note that Dr. Lina is not following you. So if somebody follows you right now, that's not Dr. Lina, right? That is not Dr. Lina. Number 2 is that we don't have a WhatsApp group. We don't have a, what's the other thing? Not WhatsApp group. We also don't have a Telegram group. We don't have that. So if somebody invites you to a WhatsApp group, Telegram, that's not Dr. Lina, right? Or they tell you we don't do crypto, we don't do UIL, we don't do all those risky plays. As a matter of fact, Google who Warren Buffett is, and understand. They call him the Lord of investing. We are investors, solid investors. We're not gamblers, neither are we speculators. We know exactly where we put our money. So, and this is the $1 Million League. Those aspiring to become millionaires in dollars, in pound sterling, in euros, right? Those are the ones here, and those that are trying to scale to multi-million. So there are some people already here that are millionaires, and they're trying to scale into multi-millionaires, because millionaire, that's one step. To cross over to multi, it's another step. So if it looks like, and it might be in your own case, you might be the trailblazer in your family, there's never been a millionaire, and you just say, you know what, it gotta be me, right? Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. DSG Millennial, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. So also make sure you get your daily at me. If you are seated 2 minutes, click on the follow button, tap out the like, share out the like. And of course, invite your friends over. As a matter of fact, can we all tap it out to 20,000 and of course 20 shares? Just tap out the screen, 20,000 taps, and of course, and as I wipe the board, I know we can all do it. 20,000 taps, and of course, 20 shares. Press my forehead on the screen and share. The other thing is that sit 2 minutes, looks like what you're looking for. Click on that follow button and get your daily at me as well. It costs you 1 penny. Let's all get our daily at me. If you can give the gallery, that would be amazing. Awesome. God's word, just right on time. And Leo, latest millionaire in town. So today, I'm going to show you the journey to financial freedom, aka journey to the $1 million status, aka, right, entering the paycheck to paycheck cycle, whatever you want to call it. It's a journey, and that journey, how and where, right? Of course, how you go about it and your destination. Where is it, right? How do you go about it? What do you need to do? That's all that we're going to be teaching you. And that's what I am going to be teaching you. And that's what we started with it, right? Right? How do you go about it? How? Right? Or you can call it where, because if all you put your money is this side, you're not building wealth. There's no miracle that's going to happen. But if you put it on this side, appreciating cash flowing asset, right? There's going to cash flow. It's going to give you growth, right? And what are these things we're going to be talking about this? See, now, what do we mean by it cash flows? What do we mean by you appreciate? It means that your money is growing. So you have $10,000, it becomes 20,000, it becomes 1 million, right? You put $100 every single month, which is $3 a day, and it ends up to be 3 point something million after so many years. That is the money growing. But at the same time, you can also have dividends, right? Whereby the fact that you own these stocks, or you own this ETF or this fund, you can also get some return. You do profit sharing. That is it. Or it could be rental income. It could be business income. It could be any form of investment income. That is what this is all about. That's what this is all about. Remember, I told you we are investors. We are not speculators. So we don't do risky plays. We are moderate risk investors. We are long-term investors. We allow compound interest to do the heavy lifting. So you already get the vibes right now, okay? You're ready. This is, and by the way, this is not get rich quick scheme. This is about generational wealth building. That's why we have things like living trust, protection, and all of those things. We have all of that in place. As a matter of fact, we invest like the multi-millionaires. Multi-millionaires, those are our role model. Kathy, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. So it means he appreciates, and of course, it cash flows. When it cash flows, see what's going to happen. Remember, it's a triangle, it's a flow. It's still coming here. It's still coming to the lifestyle. It is still the money that cash flow. The only thing is that you delayed the gratification. Everybody put DG in the comment. Put DG in the comment. Right? Put DG in the comment. It is called delayed gratification. You delay it instead of taking all this income and let it go straight into lifestyle. What you're basically done is you take some of the income, you fund lifestyle, and you use the remaining or the larger part of it, you use it towards what? You use it towards your wealth building effort. Because when you use it towards those wealth building effort, that is where you can gain financial freedom and the paycheck to paycheck cycle. All right? Because at the end of the whole thing, what's going to happen? This asset that you have here is going to do what? Cash flow. And then when it cash flow, then you use the money to fund the lifestyle, right? Lifestyle, that's it. And yes, thank you so much, everyone. Dre, latest millionaire is now. If you're new here, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. If you're loving this, right? If this is the light bulb for you, put light bulb. And if you're new here, click on that follow button. So that's it. And let me give you a living example so you understand. About 2 years ago, I wanted to buy a car. Everybody thought he was. I deserve this car. You've worked so hard. You can afford it. This is what they tell us, right? You can afford it. You deserve it. You've worked so hard. That's what they tell you. Then you go into it, then nobody's coming to save you. And you realize that, well, I just made a mistake. But in my own case, I already knew that. So I did not let all those things get into my ears. So what I did was, I was like, okay, I know I deserve it. I agree I've been working hard. But in my own case, I cannot imagine taking 1 year of my income, right? It's a pretty expensive car. I freeze up. Guys, can you hear me? Somebody said I freeze up. Twin said you freeze up. Somebody said I froze up. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. But guys, can you hear me now? J-boy, Juba, please come and put ice in this bottle for me. I just add water and ice. Don't throw what is inside away, okay? Thank you. Guys, can you hear me now? Okay, all is fine. Yeah, sorry. I also used the opportunity to get water. I took the opportunity to just run and get water. Yeah. Today is today, right? One more day. I am so excited. One more day, 30 days of showing up. All right, perfect. So what I was saying is that, what did I do in my own case? Because I tell you exactly what I do. That's why I don't talk about URL. So I took my money. I waited 2 months, which is the delayed gratification, right? Took the money and I used the money to buy a house. The house was what? 170. It was 185,000. But we negotiated and it was ended up for some reason and everything delayed and closed and all that. Kind soul, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the roses. Yeah, let's all remember to get a daily at me. Thank you all for gifting the gallery. If you're new here, click on that follow button, right? So I got the car, I got the house, 172,500 plus clothes, maybe one everything all in to fix the house was about 180. Then I bought the house and then I rented out. Oh, that's great. Then I rented out the house to somebody. In short, as a matter of fact, it's a registered nurse that is in that house with her babies, right? Right now, as I speak. And I took the, and of course, I went and bought the car, the down payment for a car. Thank you so much. The down payment for a car. I put the down payment for a car every single month. So like tomorrow, the tenant pays me. I pay the car company. Guess what? I have the house. I have a car. And at the same time, by next year, sometime next year, this car will be fully paid off. When it's fully, who is paying for the car? The house is paying for the car. So it's almost like I have my car and at the same time I have the house. Or I have my house and I have the car. So that is what that is here. I use that to explain it to you. They say it's my seed, this money, this 40% that I put in a house, which is this asset now cash flows. And of course, the asset that now cash flows now pays for the lifestyle, which is the car. The car is the depreciating lifestyle liability, right? Because I could buy a Toyota as well. That is $10,000, right? But I want a lifestyle. I mean, Dr. Lina likes good things. Forget about it. I love good things. I've been to 22 countries and my goal is to travel the world, right? So it tells you that she has some very high taste and high class. So I need to work hard. I need to figure out how to put that money. All right. So the house is paid cash. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. It's fully paid cash. Yeah. Yeah. You think it's not possible? Absolutely. Yes. Fully paid cash. And as a matter of fact, that house is as of today, at the time when we bought it, it was what, 230,000. So whenever I'm buying a property, I buy it at least 80% for me to move forward. Right? What's it called? It must be 80% of the value. So at that time the property was what, 230,000. Everything all in was 180 or 185. So all in, I already have $45,000 to $50,000 as equity in that particular house. As of today, the house is worth 250,000. So aside the fact, so if I decide to, I can even decide to say, as of now, I want to pay off the bank. I want to pay off the car simply by taking the cash, the equity in that home, and I pay off this car. And then, but it just means that I'm going to be paying back the bank, which is the more saner thing to do, right? I'll pay back the bank at a lower interest rate, right? Because of course the mortgage is lower than the car. No. Both of them are about the rates is my car note is about 6.5 or 5 point something. So I mean the mortgage is going to be about the same thing. It just doesn't make sense, right? Yeah. So that's just you see what I just did there? I just did a quick calculation. So whenever we're putting your money, think about it, and I'm going to show it to you. Dale, how are you? Hello. Welcome in everyone. If you're new, thank you, my love. God bless you. God bless you, baby. Yeah. So you just saw what I did right there. I just did a quick calculation. How much is the mortgage on the property? Hello. How much is the mortgage on the property? And at the same time, how much is the car note? What is the interest on each of them? Right? Which one is higher? Right? And I just thought that okay, the mortgage as of today is about 6 point something percent. Right? Thank you so much for the Go Populous. It really helps the life. Really appreciate it. All right, so what was it? So that's just it. And I always like to tell you because what I'm doing, really appreciate it. Right, I'm telling you what I do because you can execute the same thing and you can see the possibility. And their radiology level 11 in the house. Thank you so much. Level 11 in the house. Go Popular helps this life. Thank you all. If you're new here, click on that follow button. So I don't tell you, I'm not one of those people. Yes, I read it in the book as a doctor, right? But I also tell you what I do in real life. I don't do URL. That's why I don't talk about URL, right? And when I put my money in penny stock, I told you as well, okay? So that's transparency, okay? Welcome in everyone. If you're new, click on the follow button and let's tap it out. We're not tapping out the live. Let's get it to 25,000. Let's also share out the live. Press my forehead on the screen. Press my forehead on the screen and of course, share out the live. So what I'm saying is that he's not like, whenever we are saying building wealth, it doesn't mean that you need to cut your life. It doesn't mean that you need to live a life of poverty. Thank you so much for the ripples. You don't need to live a life of poverty. You just need to strategize to make sure that, okay, I want to achieve this goal, right? This goal that I'm achieving, this is what I'm going to be doing to achieve it, right? Don't always forget about, it's impossible to become a millionaire. It's impossible for somebody to say, I'm retiring at 40. It's impossible to retire at 35. Why not ask the people that have done it before? How did you do it? Or if somebody tells you, oh, you can become a millionaire, why not ask the person, how? No, you're lying, right? Before you say you're lying, just ask the person because the person might be angry and be like, you know what? I don't need to even explain myself, right? But say, I want to just know, okay? So, and this, you see this wealth triangle, take a picture of it and use it. Take a picture of it. If you cannot do 40 to 50%, yes, that might be intimidating. This is exactly what I did. But just have a goal. So whenever your income increases, maybe you can do 5% right now. When income increases, you know that your lifestyle is not increasing with it. Yeah, thank you. You stop that. I stopped to have that mental. Exactly. Remove the impossibilities, right? 529 was not working for me. What did I do? I started using real estate to fund my kids' education. Each kid buy a house for. Yes, if they can, I can. That's it. 529 was not working. I look for the way out. I bought real estate for each property, for each kid, and that's going to fund their education, period. And through that, I also got tax advantages. So if you can't do 40%, you can do 50%, right? If that's what you cannot do, you can only do 5%. Just do 5%. The day your salary increases because you are chasing, you're getting certification, you're doing all of this. Hey, Dr. Ampos Nazar, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town. If you're new here, click on that follow button. Click on the follow button if you're new here. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, it looks like what you're looking for. Click on the follow button, right? 40%, right? 50%, but you only do 10% now. The day you get salary increase, you change your job, you get a side also, you know that you need to increase it to, you are going to increase this side, not this side. You increase this, you leave this one as it is because you have not yet arrived, right? You increase this one. You can't hear me. Gosh. Can you guys hear me now? Now, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Can you hear me now? All right, great. But did I freeze earlier? Okay, maybe twin, you need to sign out and come back in, okay? You need to sign out and come back in, okay? For everyone that Mel, welcome in. Thank you so much. Can you guys hear me? I just want to know. Can you guys hear me? Can you all hear me? Please put one if you can all hear me. Please, everyone drop one if you can hear me. Drop one. You can hear me. Perfect. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Perfect, perfect. Thank you. So, yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, and if you're new here, drop swipe you up and down when it freezes. But I'm not even free. Okay, maybe that person, right? Maybe it's just one person. That's why I said twins should sign in, should maybe swipe up and down or something, because I am looking okay on this end. Awesome. Perfect. So click on the follow button if you're new, guys. Don't sit here and not do anything. Click on the follow button, tap out the live, share out the live, get your daily at me, gift the live if you can. Yeah, hi Sarah. Yeah, give the live if you can, tap out the live, right? Whatever, just do something. One of the things that you do not, if you find this valuable, you do this community, you do this life a disservice just not doing anything. Why? Because that's the only language the algorithm understand. That is the only language the algorithm understands. So please, I plead with you, click on the follow button, tap out the live, share out the live, and of course, get your daily at me. Do something. Don't just, you're doing us a disservice, right? Remember, our goal is to reach as many people. The only language the algorithm understand is when you do all those things. So thank you so much, Lady Frost. Really, really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate everyone gifting everyone. Don't just sit here, okay? You're doing us more disservice. Don't be a dead weight. I call it a dead weight. I call it you're just sitting occupying the space. It doesn't show that you are valuing the life. If you value it, tap out the live, click the follow button, share out the live. It's okay. It's not for everybody. You can also scroll, right, and go somewhere else. But if you find it valuable, you'll be sitting 2 minutes, right, and you think this is going to be life-changing or it's already life-changing, then click on the follow button. Yes, Millionaire Club. Hashtag $1 Million League. It's there. Hashtag $1 Million League. The $1 Million League. That's the MDL in front of your name. The $1 Million League. Maverick, thank you so much. Latest millionaire in town. Yeah, thank you so much. The hashtag the $1 Million League. That is the MDL. So when you get your daily admin, you will find that that is the name of our community. People aspiring to become a millionaire in dollars, and those that are already millionaires, right? You are already a millionaire or you are aspiring to be one. And that's why we call like a maverick right now, a millionaire, right? The reason why we have a big man upstairs, I'm a Jesus baby. I am so proud of him, right? I make him proud because it's the one that gives us all that we have, and it's the reason why we are here, right? That we can even be here right now. So when I tell him that way, it means that we have told you you're a candidate, you're a millionaire candidate, and you will do it, you will do right by him, okay? But ultimately, we can tell him that, remember, he also says that, the Bible says that, he will bless the works of your hands. So if there's nothing in your hands, okay, there's nothing to bless. So get your pen and paper, take a note, okay, and execute, okay? Otherwise, we'll just prophesy into the thin air, all right? Thank you. Hashtag the $1 Million League. So make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done that. So having said that, that is the triangle, right? The income, put some on the deficiency lifestyle liabilities, which is your bills and your lifestyle. Put the later part of it. As a matter of fact, fund this. This is about you paying yourself, because this is the only thing that gives you financial freedom. Journey to financial freedom. It's going to go into asset. Now we're going to talk about what are the types of asset. Double C. Thank you so much for the daily admin, right? Appreciating cash flowing asset. It's going to cash flow. Those assets will germinate and give you fruits. That fruit now fund this lifestyle, this same lifestyle. Just what? Delay the gratification, right? Delay it by a little bit so that there is a process. It goes through the process of refinement before coming out. Otherwise, this is you eating it directly versus let it go through the process of refinement and, of course, getting in there. Okay? All right? Okay? If this sounds good to you, put yes. Put yes if it sounds good to you and you'll be doing this. If this sounds good to you with your income, you'll be doing this with your income. Put yes in the comment if it sounds good to you. I will be doing this, right? Yes, awesome, perfect, perfect, Perfect. Now let's go into the. So I'll be teaching you two more things, right? Because this is just a foundation. I'll be teaching you two more things, and one is going to be the how, right? And then the where, right? The how, I'll be teaching you something called, I will show you this compound interest. No, this is actually this, actually. And then I will also be showing you the 27, okay? The 2740, and of course, the 5 houses. So take note of that. That's what I'm going to be teaching her now. Remember, it is Journey to Financial Freedom, aka Journey to $1 million. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. Tell Daddy that the phone is ready. Yeah, tell him. Wake him up, and if he's sleeping, tell him the phone is ready. The Best Buy called. All right, sorry about that. I needed. So if you're new here, click on that follow button. If you're new here, this is the $1 Million League. Those aspiring to become millionaires, and those are already millionaires. That is, so we have some very high net worth individuals. Somebody literally just crossed $500,000 in this community about 2 weeks ago. And if you are just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. And of course, my day job is vice president of technology. And as well as I'm a serial investor with double-digit real estate portfolio. As a matter of fact, I streamed from one of the houses yesterday with the sheriff or the deputy, where we were trying to reclaim one of the properties back from one of the tenants. So yeah, that's part of the good side and the bad side of doing business. But always know that in everything, there's always a risk, right? Just know how to pick up yourself and move on. That's it. All right, all right, all right. So if you're new, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you into the League of Millionaires. And this is our day 30 of 31 days of the Financial Freedom Challenge. And aka meaning Dr. Lina have been showing up for 30 days, and you all have been showing up for 30 beautiful days. Well done, everyone. Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. So what do I mean? You want to journey to financial freedom. How do you become financially free? Or first of all, what is financial freedom? Ability to live life at your own terms. Nobody controlling your time. Okay? That's what it simply means. Imagine yourself right now. This is 3:51. This is about you have walked. So if you are I have missed a lot. No, it's on the page. So if you've missed any of those days, if you missed, we're doing the 12 days of financial freedom challenge, right? As a recap of the financial freedom drive, right? If you missed any of those days, today is day 10, or is it today? No, today is day 11. We have all of the actions for you every single day, the goals and the steps and the challenge for every day. So go there. If you missed it, you can go there next month again. 2 months time, you can go there, take the challenge every single day, and you will get a clue. You have a clear plan on this your wealth building journey. Okay, this journey. Okay, all right. So let's tap out the live. Let's get it. Can we get it to 25,000? Let's get it to 25,000. Let's get it to 30,000 as well. Can we also get it to the shares? Can we prioritize shares? Let's get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, get your daily at me. I always say let's prioritize our daily at me. If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated as well. If you'll be sitting there 2 minutes, click on the follow button, right? Let's prioritize shares. Thank you so much. Let's prioritize shares. Let's prioritize repost as well. Repost and shares. Tap out the live. Repost and shares. Repost and shares helps us to get on the FYP. Let's also get our Go Populars. Get your daily admin. If you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Please note that I'm not following you. Somebody follows you, that is the scammers, okay? And we don't have Telegram group. We don't have WhatsApp group. If somebody is chatting you up to bring money to do whatever, that's not Dr. Lina. Check the name very well. Is it that Money Talk with Dr. Lin or at Money as something else, right? Here is Money Talk with Dr. Lina, and then under it is at Money Talk with Dr. Lina. So let's first of all talk about how. Which one would you like to learn first? The $27.40 or the rule of 72? Let's do the rule of 72 and compound interest first, right? If you would like to know, let's assume that you have, thank you so much. Yeah, let's assume that you have your grandma, or you worked hard and you have saved $20,000. Of course, please note that it doesn't have to be $20,000 before somebody is asking me, Dr. Lina, where did $20,000 come from? Thank you so much, right? And you want it to turn to free. Ever thought of it? How long? I have $20,000. If I put my money, how long is it going to take this money to get to $40,000? Have you ever thought of that before? If you've ever thought of that, how long is it going to take my money to double? How long is it going to take my money to double? If you've ever thought of that, put it in the comment. How long is it going to take my money to double? You've never thought of it. Okay, that's interesting. I always want to know how quickly can I grow my money? Okay, we have 73 people here, so nobody has thought of that. You've never thought of how quickly your money is going to compound or double. Yes. I ask how long so often. Okay, Royal Beauty. That's and don't worry, it's okay. That's why we are here. That's it. That's our problem. We are going to fix it, right? Yeah. Dr. CK said, okay. Yeah. So, and that's what I'm going to quickly, I teach that every single time. So all the OGs in the house, Maverick wants to know, right? All the OGs, if you are new here and you want to know, put 1 in the comment. I'm new, I want to know, put 1 in the comment. I am new, I want to know, put 1 in the comment. For all of the newbies, put 1. I want to know if there's any newbies in the house. Otherwise, we might just skip it. Okay, love, you are not new. Love, you are not new. Royal Beauty, okay. Yeah. For those that are new, if you're new here, like this is your first time in this life, you're new. Harrison is definitely new. Dale, come on, you've been here for 5. All right, Maverick is definitely new. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Dale has been here from day 1. When we're just fighting this life. Becky, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah, if you're new here, for all those that are new, click on that follow button. So it's called something called the rule of 72. Galactic, definitely not new as well. Just say you want to know, okay? Just say you want to know, but I'm not new. I know everybody. Trust me, I see you, okay? So this is the rule of 72, right? I know everyone that is new. The rule of 72, it just tells you how quickly your money is going to double. And we're going to help Dell today, okay? We're going to help Dell because she's been here 5 months now. And she's still not known this thing. Well, she knows it, but apparently she's not using it. So we're going to do it. So the rule of 72, how quickly your money is going to double. That's what it is. So, and we're going to use it in 3 for Maverick, Galactic, and of course, Maverick, Galactic, and Dell. Okay? Dell, Maverick, and Galactic. All right, and I'm going to show you how quickly your money is going to double. We know, but we want you to tell us again. Oh my goodness, I just love you guys. Don't I just love you guys? I just love you guys. I mean, you guys are just absolutely amazing, right? You want me to say it again? You just crack me up. Okay, I'll say it again, all right? For the purpose, if you are new, real new, don't mind Dell, don't mind Dr. CK. Don't mind all those people. If you are new, you better speak up. Trust me, this is going to change your life, right? Don't mind all those people. They've heard it like 7, 10, 20, if not 100 times, over and over, right? So, Dell, Maverick, and Galactic, right? So, Dell is Miss Savings. And of course, I tell her Miss Savings because I do not understand. James, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Maverick Maverick is Maverick is team IU savings account, team CD, team treasury bill or whatever. We already they are in between. They are not low risk. They are, what do we call them? Right? They are actually low risk, right? And Galactic is team investment. So remember, one thing I want you to tell you is where you put your money can actually do you a service or do you a disservice. Where you put your money can do you a service or disservice. What do I mean? If you put your money in savings, rule of 72 tells you how quickly your money is going to double. How quickly your money is going to double. So if you put your money in a savings account, so there, what interest do you get in your savings account? What interest? Faith comes by hearing, and of course, hearing and hearing the word of God again and again and again. Yeah. Savings. What do you put in your savings account? What interest do you get with your bank? If anybody wants to share, I get 0.01 from Chase, and so is Bank of America. That one is even worse, right? Cents, okay. So let's even say that you get 1%. So let's take, rule of 72 tells you just take number 72, and before you ask me, it's just like you asked me about the law of physics. What is law of physics? Why is the law of physics, right? Or what is the, supply and demand and price equilibrium? What is that law? Who created it? That's you asking me that. I don't know who created it. The only thing is that I know it works, right? So let's even say that you get 1% from your bank, right? Take number 72, divide it by this, by the interest you get. The numbers of years that you see here is what you will get as your return. The number of years is going to take 20,000 to become 40,000. And you will understand where you put your money. It's going to determine if you are going to build wealth or not. Okay? Where you put your money is going to determine if you're going to build wealth or not. All right? So 72 divided by 1 is what, guys? Somebody put it in the comment section. Now, let's put IU savings account. Maverick, are you ready? For those that have IU savings account and you have CD, what is your interest? New token me. 72 divided by 1. Are you new here? Is that what you're saying? If you're new here, click on the follow button. Team IU savings, team CD. I love my CD. I love IU savings account. Yeah. What interest do you get? Right? 72. Thank you so much. 72. And that 72 is years. So it means that $20,000, you save it at the age of 20, right? To become 40,000, it's going to take you when you get to age 92 years old, right? 92. You put the money at 20. At 92 years old, at 1%, that is when your money is going to double. It's going to take you 72 years to double your money. So if you are in your 30s, trust me, you don't even have a chance. You would have already been gone before your money doubles. What about Muriel savings on BOA? What is the interest? What is Muriel savings on BOA? I'm not sure. Jen's mom. What is that? Okay. Maybe there's another savings account that we don't know about. Is there an IU savings account, and what is the interest? How does it work? Thank you so much. All right. Are you talking about, I hope you're not talking about Merrill Lynch. If you're talking about Merrill Lynch, Merrill Edge, that's investment, because I'm just hearing Merrill. If you're talking about Merrill, which is MERRLY, right? Merrill Lynch and Merrill Edge. Is that what you're talking about? So IU savings account, somebody give us the number. IU savings account, somebody give us the number. What is the interest? Or should I just put my number? Or those that have money in CD, what interest are you getting? Or you guys are not even putting your money in IU, say 3.5%. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jen's mom, yeah, please tell us. 3.5%. So 3.5%. So take 72. Somebody give us the answer. Divided by 3.5. 3.5. What is the return? Yeah, are you talking about Merrill Lynch? Is that what you were referring to? 72 divided by 3.5. Somebody give us the answer. If you are new here, click on the follow button, and the chat is very quiet. Oh, Mary Lynch, then you're talking about here. That's where it's going to fall. So 20.5. 20.5. So it means that 20.5, so we are saying 20 years is what is going to take 20,000 to become 40,000. So Dale, do you understand now? And everyone, see, somebody is going to double his money. If you put it in a traditional savings account, your money is going to double in 72 years. But if you put it in a CD on an IE savings account, this 20,000 is going to become 40,000 in 20 years. Now, let me also put another clause to this. Makes a lot of difference. 40 years, 42 years. Now, let me put a clause to this. You see, this 20 years or whatever 40,000 that we're talking about, let me give you perspective. Inflation is at 4.2% as in the United States. To bring it the numbers to you, it means that the rate at which you are currency loses value every single year. That's what that means, right? So this your 40,000 that you are looking at, or this 20,000 that you're looking at, is losing 4.22% every single year. So to bring it to perspective, $50,000 that you put in 6 years ago or 7 years ago, 2019 to date, it's worth 39,000. It has lost 11,000 to inflation. So this 20,000 that you're saying is doubling here in 20 years. Trust me, that 40,000 is worth less than $3,000 based on adjusted to inflation, thereabout. So understand that you're losing so much money, right? You're losing so much money. So your 40,000 at that time probably is worth maybe 20,000 or even less when you adjust it to inflation. All right? If you take 4%, 4.2% every single year for another 20 years, right? Take it from this 40,000 and see what you have left. That is your result. Now, Galactic and Jen's mom. So you were asking about Merrill Lynch. And Merrill Lynch is not a bank account. Merrill Lynch is actually an investment arm of Bank of America. Just like Fidelity in the United States. Fidelity. Just like E-Trade. So what's it called? eToro and what's it called? Trading 212 in the UK. Wealthsimple in Canada, just something like that. The same thing. Fidelity is the same thing. Merrill Lynch is the investment side, just like JP Morgan is the investment side of Chase, something of that nature. Robinhood, all of those people fall in the same category. Jen's mom, do you understand that? If you're new here, click on the follow button. You'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on the follow button and let's all tap it out. Let's get it to 35,000. Let's also share. Let's share out the live. Let's share out the live. Let me pause for a minute. If you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Click on the follow button. Now we're getting to something exciting. So remember, Dell said, oh, you know what? 20, it's better. It's better than, 72 years, right? It's better than 72 years. What is even better if you can do it even in less than number of years to double your 20,000 to 40,000? What if I can tell you that you can do it in less number of digits, right? Not double digits, single digits. Right now we see double digit. Is that exciting? Does that sound better? Does that sound better, guys? Yes, okay, perfect. So one of the things, yeah, and if you're new here, let's just quickly reset the live. It does. So let's quickly reset the live. Can we all share the live? Let's get it to 50 shares. It's exciting. Yeah, single digits is better. Press my forehead on the screen. Share out the live. Let's repost. Let's just quickly repost. And of course, get your daily at me. If you haven't gotten your daily at me, let's fill up the gallery. Go popular, help this live. Really, and if you'll be sitting here 2 minutes, yeah, click on the follow button. If you're just sitting here not doing anything, you're doing us a disservice, right? Because you are just telling the algorithm, right? You're telling the algorithm, this is not valuable to me. I'm just sitting here, So it's okay for you to scroll if you think it's not valuable. If it's valuable, click on the follow button, tap out the live. I plead with you. you're doing us a disservice staying here. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll. I mean, no hard feelings. It's for if you think it's something that you're looking for, click on the follow button. And if you're just meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And also, I'm a chartered accountant. And my nickname is I'm a professor teaching. I've said that. I'm a vice president of technology as well. All right. So, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades. And of course, I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So if it looks like what you're looking for, journey to financial freedom, $1 million status, right? ETF real estate businesses, please click on that follow button. I know you love it. Just click on the follow button. Poha, you say this every single day. Yes, we're going to be doing the discount after this live, okay? Today is it. I know. Court, latest millionaire in town, and of course, Royal Beauty and CM Money, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in, latest millionaire on the red carpet of the $1 million league, latest millionaire in town, Royal Beauty, CH Money, and of course, Court Morris. Yeah. Thank you all for tapping out the live, sharing out the live. Awesome. Farm, latest millionaire in town as well. Welcome in. Yeah, click on the follow button if you are new here. And of course, let's share out the live. Get your daily at me. Cost you 1 penny, of course, is going to of course you're going to get 30 points right back here. Awesome, really appreciate all of that. So what about investing? That's the third category. So the team Galactic is here. Investing would to give you a single digit number of years to double your money. So what is investing? Whenever you see, remember, all this ones is savings. Now, whenever we talk about savings, the only saving that can make sense is when you put your money, your IU save, your emergency fund, 3 to 6 month living expenses in an IU savings account. That's the only money that needs to be in your account. In a savings account, you don't have any reason to have money in here. Otherwise, you're going to struggle when it comes to wealth building. But in wealth building, put your emergency fund here. 3 to 6 months, that's all. Then you go into this bracket and you put your money in investing, right? When you invest, like Merrill Lynch, you invest in all of those investment places and you buy ETF, real estate, and businesses, you would gain financial freedom, right? Just a matter of time. So one of the things, so for instance, one of the popular ETF, S&P 500, you can buy it from anywhere in the world, right? But please take note that there are hundreds of thousands of ETF. Hundreds of thousands of ETF is a function of what is inside the basket and who manages the fund. And I'm going to be showing you, if you want to learn about it, drop it in the comments. You want to learn about investing, right? I'm going to be showing you after, right? How to go about it and all of that. So 72, right? 72, like an S&P 500 has returned, averagely returned in the past 10 years is returned 14 to 15%. So you can go and check it online on Google. What has S&P 500 returned? What is the average return? What is the average return? What is the average return? And check the same thing. What is the average return in the past 10 years? So you need to put 10 years because what it did 10 years, thank you so much for the roses, in 10 years, in the last 10 years. So can you see what as S&P 500 returned? It is returned between 12.9, depending on where you're checking it, right? It's a say 12.9 to 15.5. That's what it has returned averagely in the past, right? As a matter of fact, in another place, it's about 14 to 15%, right? It's about 14 to 15%. If you change it to the past 30 to 40 years, or let's put 40 years, I'm not liking this one. Yeah, what has it returned? Yeah. So if you see what it has returned in the past 10 years, in the past 40 years, or let's say 30 years, it has returned 8 to 10%. Don't know why it's showing me trend. It's just showing me the trends, but you can Google it. It has done 8 to 12% in the past 30, 40 years. But last year, I mean, in the past 10 years, it has returned, historically returned between 12, it has returned between 12.9 to 15%. So let's even say it does 14%. Meaning from 2016 till today, 72 divided by 14, guys. 72 divided by 14, how many years is that? 72 divided by 14, how many years is that? Let's not keep tapping out the light. Let's get it to 40,000. If you're new here, click on the follow button. 72 divided by 14. This is in an S&P 500, which is top 500 companies. Hello, Mary Soso. Welcome in. Let's get our daily admin. Let's tap out the light. If you're new here, click on the follow button. I'm new. Click on the follow button. Today, we're going to be doing the promotion. So, guys, stick around. 5.2. So 5.2 years, about 5 years, 5 years. Thank you so much. Get your daily admin. 5 years. In 5 years, you can get your money doubled. This 20,000 can become 40,000. So is 5 years better than 20 years? Which one is better? 5 years or 20 years? Which is better? Which is better? 5 years or 20 years? Which is better, guys? 5 years. 5 years. Obviously, it tells you something. When I tell you to stop saving your money, it tells you that's the reason. Because you would have doubled your money 4 times over in an investment versus when you put it in an IU savings account, a CD, or you put it in a regular savings account. This is not even an option. So that's why you only have your money in an emergency fund, right here. So let me show you something. And you would understand, this also corroborates why the multimillionaire, they take their money and never put it in the bank. Where do they put their money? A multimillionaire rarely keep large sums in standard retail checking account. So if you put your money in a checking account, then you're not growing it. That's the reason why a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. And I'm going to show you with an investment calculator so you'll see what is possible, okay? But before then, I want to show you the $27 strategy, okay? Millionaires rarely click. Instead, they typically distribute their wealth across 4 main pillars. So we're checking, where does the multimillionaire put their money, right? Private banking and cash equivalent. Liquid cash is kept in private wealth management accounts and money market funds to manage inflation and expand FDIC coverage. So their emergency fund is something that is the only liquid form of money that they keep. Number 2 is that equities and funds. So like an ETF, right? Well, most wealth is tied up in diversified portfolios. So more like an ETF, more like an index funds, because it helps them with what? Such as mutual for ETFs and direct business to maximize long-term growth, diversification, and risk management. Because guess what? You can also lose your money in the stock market. You can lose your money in the stock market. How then do you put your money in the stock market? Like, how do you ensure that you get this 14% and then you don't lose this 14%? Or you get 10% without losing your principal amount? Because you would have heard that people lose money in stock. If you have lost money in the stock market like me, put it in the comments. I lost 99,000 6 years ago. If you have lost money in the stock market like me, put it in the comments, right? Buying ETF. No, I did not buy ETF. I bought penny stock day trading, and mine was penny stock day trading and options trading. Yeah. So that's why I started investing in ETF like a basket. So instead of buying individual stock, I am buying a full basket of stock. Right? You lost 22,000 exactly. 6. So are you serious? So we are twins. Just what your twins. I lost 99. You lost 22. 6 years at the same time. Wow. Yeah. Oh, so this is it. Instead of buying individual stock, you buy as a basket of stock. So, for instance, as a matter of fact, this S&P 500, that is top 500 companies in the United States. Yeah, top 500 companies in the United States. And I'm not saying this is one type of ETF. Please, can we all share out the live so that, because we're going deeper now, right? Can we all share out the live during COVID, right? Yeah. So my own was over a period, right? Because I did penny stock, I did day trading and do all of that, right? Yeah. So, and of course, there was lots of money. So, yeah. So, this is top 500 companies in the United States. So, what are those top 500? And this is just one type. Dr. Len, just getting, but I definitely catch up. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping by. Awesome. So, what are the companies in an S&P 500? You are most welcome. What is it? So we are talking about companies. What are the? We're talking about. Oh, okay. Just even show you something. I'm just even seeing this. Can you see? There are different types of ETF. Can you see Johannesburg Stock Exchange? 10x S&P 500 ETF. Invest S&P 500 feed. That's Johannesburg. This is Korea. IQ US S&P 500. ACE S&P 500. So it shows you that even in some other country, Johannesburg, you can buy S&P 500. You can buy it, right? In Korea, you can still buy it. That's what it's showing you right here. But what I'm even saying is that the companies that you have in an S&P 500 is like Amazon, Google, Nvidia, Procter and Gamble. All these solid companies are the ones that are in there. But this is not even the S&P 500 ETF is just one type of ETF. There are hundreds of thousands. You can have your own country can have their own top 500 companies. They can have their own 10 top 10 companies. They can buy their own 10,000 type companies, right? So that is what ETF does, okay? That is what ETF does. All right? That is what ETF does. Dr. Adetu Asha, welcome in. Welcome in. If you are new here, click on the follow button. So you want to double your money in 5 years. They are the ones that you can double your money in 3 years. But note that this is not get rich quick scheme. You need to know exactly what is in what you are buying, right? I just use this as an example. But in details, if you want to know more details, right? Put it in the comments. I want to know more. You want to know more? Put it in the comments. I want to know more. Now, that's the rule of 72, right? Now, let's now use the same in the calculator. And I'm going to be rounding up with that. Use the same in the calculator. So one of the questions people, you want to know more. One of the questions that people always ask me is that, Dr. Lina, I don't even have this money. It takes a lot of, I want to ask you, why are you not investing today? So you would say, why are you not investing today? Now you know that, okay, it's possible for you to grow your money in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. You can double that 20,000 in 2 years, right? I've already showed you how. I've already showed you Lele, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Okay, only 3 people want to know more. All right, only 3 people. The remaining 79 doesn't want to know. If you want to know more, put I want to know more. Hello, Lele. Hello. Welcome in. If you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Please, and please don't just sit here. Don't just sit here without commenting, not tapping out the live, not sharing out the live, not clicking on the follow button. You're doing us doing this society a disservice, this community a disservice, just sitting here. So click on the follow button. Let's get our daily at me. Let's share, let's communicate, let's engage, let's tap out the live, let's share out the live. Thank you so much for doing that. Can we even tap it out? Let's tap it out to 45,000, right? Being investing in single stock, that's what we want to change, right? Investing in risky single stock, yes, the return can be high, but also, that's if it's favorable to you, but it can also be very risky. That's how I lost money. So here, the goal is for you not to outsmart the market, right? The goal is that you don't lose your money. That's it. That your money grows, but you don't lose it. Okay? Heal us from the sickness of poverty. Oh my goodness. Yes, Dr. Lina. Okay? Awesome. Been investing is so that's exactly what we are talking about. Awesome. So, one of the things, why are you not investing? Drop it in the comment. Why are you not investing as of today? Put it in the comment so that we can heal you from the sickness of poverty. The house you bought, do you live there to reduce your expenses? Oh, no. They're two different things. When you live in the house, Becky, when you live in the house, you're not reducing expenses. Please note that. You're not reducing expenses. You want to reduce it, you need to buy the house to invest, right? Right? If you are living there, that doesn't, that's your primary residence. As a matter of fact, some people tell you that your house is a liability. I do not agree with it because it's a form of you know what ETF to buy. Okay, you don't know what ETF, low income. Okay, we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. Okay, what else? So the income is number one. Let's fix that. Number two is the education. Who else? Only two people. If you're new here, click on the follow button. We're telling you the journey to financial freedom, right? Low income. What else? Education, income. Who else? Who else care to share? Why are you not investing? Right now, you know that you can double your money in 5 years. You know that you need to grow your money. You need to put it in asset, appreciating cash flowing asset for it to grow. It has to be like a fruit, a seed in the ground that germinates. But how come you are still not doing it? How come you're not doing it? I don't know how to start. Okay, lack of education. Education too. What else? What else? So just a quick call again. Please, if you're here, you've not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Yeah, you're doing this community a disservice just sitting here taking all this information. Even God doesn't like that. Taking all this information, loving it, and doing all of that. You do not click the follow button, you do not tap on the live, you don't share the live, you're just sitting here. You're just yes, we don't like that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the further said, oh, I just changed my mind. Latest millionaire in town. Yeah, please. And as a matter of fact, just stop sitting in the window. This is the $1 Million League. Come on the red carpet. We don't bite. Come on the red carpet. Let's welcome you into the community of millionaires. Welcome. Yeah. Come on, click on that plus sign. Tap out the live. Share out the live. Thank you so much for doing that. Tap out the live. Get your daily at me. Let's also fill up the gift gallery. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Don't just be a dead weight, okay? You're doing us a disservice just sitting here, not doing anything, not clicking the follow button, not tapping out the live, not commenting, not sharing. Why? Why? And you're taking out the information. Why? Okay? Right? That's not nice, right? That's not right because this is somebody's, you have learned one or two things, right? So just go ahead and do that, right? All right. So having said that, income, education, right? And you want to stick around to the end because today we start the promotion. We start the promotion and the discounts. We're going to start it today and it's only during the live, right? During the live, after the live, all the prices go back to normal, right? So income and education. So we're going to fix the issue when it comes to education. I mean, yeah, we're going to fix that. Godwin, latest millionaire in town. Thank you so much. And then of course, income. Let's talk about that. Health. What do you mean by health? Right? What do you mean by health? Right? Education and income. So let's fix the income. Right? Yes, I'm favored and blessed. I love that. I am favored and blessed. Income. Let's fix income. Meaning that I do not have money. Bruno Cardi, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Let's fix this one quickly. How much do you think it requires you to invest? Maverick, how much do you think you need to start investing? How much do you think, or anyone, how much do you think you require? What's like the minimum you can start with when it comes to investing? Because a lot of times, this is where people get it wrong, right? How long do you think? And you don't, it's okay if you don't know, just put it in the comment, right? You don't know, I mean, just put it in, how much do you think you need when it comes to investing? Not 10 minimums. Are you saying $10? Okay, somebody said $10. Who else wants to try? $10. Okay, $10. Who else wants to try? Who else wants to try? Thank you so much, God's word. We have 73 people here. Who else wants to try? And we'll soon be wrapping up with the live, and the chat is very quiet. Can we get it to 50,000 taps? Thank you. I think it depends on what you want to invest in. Okay. Yes, put a number, $1. Thank you so much. Who disagrees 500 a month? Okay. All right. Who else? Okay. Going. All right. So the answer is this. $1. $1. With $1, you can start investing. You disagree. Okay. What do you disagree? 200. Grandma MB, welcome in. Thank you so much. You disagree. With $1, you can start investing. $1. Right. It's not cost per unit. It's actually in dollar value. Gone are the days when a lot of people thought in the past you will need a unit. So let me show you. How to say that today's today's challenge is knowledge. The greatest investment you can have in yourself. Problem solve. What is the next problem? The next problem, okay? With $1, you can actually start investing. So problem resolved. Now Maverick knows I can now invest, right? It's not the issue of money anymore, right? Number 2 is I lack the education. Now, before we move to the I lack the education, so I want to tell you something. But we know, Maverick, we're not going to do $1, right? We're not going to do $1. We're not doing $1. I want to tell you what is very possible. Remember, we said $1 million. $1 million, right? I want to show you, remember I said journey to financial freedom. Journey, aka journey to the $1 million. Let me give you how to get to that $1 million. And then I'm also going to give you, I'll use 2 strategies for you. And I'm going to show it to you right now. Who wants to know? $1 million. Who wants to know? If you want to know, put it in the comment. I'm going to show you 2 ways to go about it. Try it's not get rich quick scheme, right? I want to know. Exchange traded funds. You want to know. Okay, you want to know. Perfect. I will show you one is 27 $40 strategies a day. And then I will also show you 5-hour strategy. We might not touch the 5-hour strategy to this now. Maybe we'll touch it later, but I will definitely teach you $27. If you can afford $27 a day, put it in the comment section. I can afford $27.40 a day. Put it in the comment section. I can afford $27.40 a day. Put it in the comment. Sure, okay, I can. All right. Drop it in the comments. There's a reason every 70 people, I want 68 responses. If you can afford $27 a day, put it in the comment. I can. Put it in the comment. Because there's no way Maverick would have known what he knows now that I can invest in $1. And he helped as many people because I literally just showed you on the app. Okay? If you don't put it, I do not know, right? Don't just stop writing on other people. Just put it there. $27 a month. What if I tell you $27 a day, done for 365 days, a year is $10,000. $27 a day. That's $10,000 a year. And you're looking for $10,000 a year. right? That thank you so much for the shares. That $10,000 a year, that is how much you're spending on food, on coffee, on whatever $27 you're doing right now. Know that that is $10,000 a year. $10,000 a year. Let us put $27 a day. We're going to use the investor calculator. Let's see. Everybody, a lot of people said I can afford $27. If you cannot afford $27 a day, drop what you can afford in the comment and let's help you. Let's help you. You can afford, for those people that said $27 a day, great. If you cannot afford it, drop what you can afford a day in the comment so that we can help you. Because now let's do $27 a day. $27 times, somebody do $5, perfect. $10, okay. So we have 5, we have 10. Who else? All right. So the maverick that even asked the question can even afford $10 a day. So the person that said, so somebody 27 times 30 or 31 days, $27 40 times 30. Somebody put it in the comments. Answer, $27.40 times 30. Put it in the comment. And we'll soon wrap up with the live because I'm going to be showing up at 8 p.m. again. $27 times 30, meaning 30 days. I want to know it in a month. Remember, $27, 810. Thank you so much. Let's do 810. So it means that every single month, it's 822. Thank you so much. 822. I don't even know the answer. Okay? Let's assume that you start this and you start it at the age of 20. Of course, we're not talking about the age of 20 right now. But let's assume you started at the age of 20 and all that you are putting is this every single month. Let's not do 20. Let's say that you started at the age of 30, okay? At the age of 30, you do it to retirement. That is 25 years, right? That is 35, okay? Let's say 35. In short, let's do it for 10 years. Let's do it for 20 years. Let's see. And the interest is at 14.5, or the return, putting it in an S&P 500, you investing in the S&P 500. So what we did is that your $27.40 length is 20 years. So you all consistently put it for 20 years. Every single day, that's about $10,000. At 14.5. Let's see what you have at the end. Almost $1 million. That's what you have. Guess what? All you just did is your coffee and your lunch and all those kind of money. You basically converted it and you put it in here. And guess what? All you put in there, let's see what you put it in there. All you put in there was $198,000. That in itself is a lot. Just stopping, I can afford $27 a day. That's what that means. This is it. That's $10,000 a year consistently. So guess what? 964. Now let's assume that you did it for 25 years. Remember, it's the road to 1 million. Now, can you see that the 1 million is very possible because this is almost 1 million. Let's say you do it for 25 years. 5 years more, it doubles. That is the power of compounding. $2 million. So whenever I tell you, double you can actually get to this $1 million status. Remember, I said this is not get rich quick scheme. And this is how the multimillionaires invest. It might sound like a long time, but imagine you starting it at the age of 30. By 55, you can conveniently retire. Right here, that's what this means. Nathaniel, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you are new here, click on that follow button, right? So look at it. Somebody starts. So if you are 30 years old and you don't retire with double, you don't become a multimillionaire, then it's on you. Because look at it. This is it. Now, let's now say that you decide to max out your, let's say you max out all that you're doing. You're not even, somebody said, okay, let's do $10 a day. $10 a day. Can you alternate the amount you invest every month? What I recommend is you want to invest 10,000. You can. But as a matter of fact, I recommend you invest in the same thing every single month. Let's look at somebody that maxed out his Roth IRA. So Roth IRA is a tax advantage account. So this money that you see here, it's going to be taxed, okay? Because it's in a brokerage account. But that's if you put it in a brokerage account. Let's assume that you max out your, let's even make it $20 a day. $20 a day times 30, guys. $20 a day times 30, that's about 620, right? In 31 days. 625, right? $20 a day. Guys, let's respond. That is maxing out your Roth IRA. $620, that's about $7,500 a year, right? That is your Roth IRA. That's a tax advantage account, which is even better. So let's say that instead of you doing $27.99, you decide to max out your Roth IRA. You're getting $7,500 a year. And you started at the age of, let's say you started at the age of 20, right? You might say that, oh, you know what? I'm not 20 right now, but your children are 20. Your children, you have children that are going to college right now. And that child does it for 45. That child has 22 million at retirement. 22 million. All he puts in is 620 and does it, maxing out his Roth IRA every single year. This is $22 million. Now, let's say that you are in your 40s. I mean, because I know what app is this? This is just investor, the Security and Exchange, this is United States website. Security and Exchange Commission, investors.gov. So there's nothing that is as accurate. The numbers are scaring you, right? There's nothing as accurate as this, okay? Nothing as accurate. Maybe you think that, oh, she's manipulating something. Double C, if you are new here, click on the follow button. And new, click on the follow button. All right, so let's do the other one. Let's assume that 620, you're maxing out your Roth IRA, and you are in your age 20. I mean, you are in your age 40s. We have so many 40s. If you're in your 40s, put it in the comment. If you're in your 40s, put it in the comment, or your 30s, put it in the comment. I want to know, if you're in your 40s. Yes, there are a lot of people in their 40s. We'll do 40s and we do 50s. Right? If you're in your 40s, let's say you started it at age 40, right? You're 60. Yes, we can definitely talk about, doctor. Will you do yes, I will. You are very, okay. All right. Say, I'm going to, all right. You have been asking, okay? Love. I want to believe that it's already done, right? It's already done. Let me check. Can you check it? Can you check